Hey guys, so welcome back for another video. I'm really excited about this one. This is basically just going to be a video about art and artists and like sketching and drawing and the best ways to find inspiration and come up with your style and stuff. So let's just have a little asterisk here. That's like, I don't know. That's just me trying to make an asterisk with my fingers. But let's just make a little asterisk saying that I am still not as good at drawing as I want to be. I might never be, but I'm trying to get better, and I know that I'll learn more and more as the years go by. And another thing is that there are still tons of things that I don't know. I'm just getting interested in art. And so if you are like an actual established graphic designer, which if you are, I don't know why you would be watching this video, but let's just say you are, and you're like, what does she know? That this video is not for you. This is for people who, I don't know, this is just kind of me getting it out there, like what I like to do. And if you're younger or you are my age, and I don't know, I just hoped from like a 13-year-old to a 13-year-old, this is just my advice. And it's just fun. Like, people love talking about things that they love. I mean, I'm assuming, unless they're like in the military and they like being in the military, but they can't talk about their destinations. But anyway, chefs, even if they're not that good at making food yet, I don't know, they like to talk about food. So that's just kind of what I'm doing. So just take it from that perspective instead of like a what does she know kind of perspective. I don't know, just if that made any sense. But yeah, I just want to get started because I have a lot of things to cover and I have to do it under 10 minutes. So let's start off with two very important concepts, and that is inspiration and style. So I would say in order to make any art, you have to find your inspiration. You have to figure out what inspires you, what kind of aesthetic you like, what are some good ways to express your style, and how you can portray that in a way that you like and that will be pleasing to other people, because you make art not just for yourself. I mean, a lot of artists do make art for themselves, but especially with the visual arts, it's, well, I guess even with writing too, and singing, so I guess all arts really, it's also for other people to enjoy and to admire and to contemplate. And so you have to figure out what you like and then how that can be clearly expressed to other people. So my number one tip that has done leaps and bounds for me is making an inspiration board, because you literally can find just anything that is aesthetically pleasing to you and like portrays who you feel like you are, and just put it all on a board or all on a wall or just, you know, whatever. And I'm looking at mine right now, I'll show you in a minute. And just put all those things together in a way that looks pleasing to you, and whenever you look at it you can just feel like, yeah, like this is me, this is the kind of things that I want to create. And so that is the number one tip that I would have. And so basically what you do is you get a cork board or a magnet board or just a wall or a pegboard or whatever, just some place where you can pin and hang things, and look through magazines, look through websites, look through like stickers, things you already have, and just pick out what is most pleasing to you. And once you've done that, organize it all on one board in a way that is pleasing to you. And I would recommend only having one board, because if you have two, it'd be hard to make it mesh. But like, I went to IKEA today, and if you get like 4 different boards and put them all together into one giant board, that would make more sense, I guess. But just having a bunch of different boards spread out, that would scatter things and not make it one cohesive inspiration, if that makes any sense. So I'll go show you mine right now. But one last thing before I show you mine, magazines are the number one best place to look for this kind of stuff, because you can just cut it straight out. It's not like cutting it out of a pretty book. Make sure they're your magazines though, because your mom or sister or library might be mad if you just cut random pictures out. But I have a ton of magazines. I have some right on the shelf below this one, and then I have some on the very top, like 2 whole canisters from IKEA. So I have a ton of magazines, so I had a lot to pick from. But they also have like 25-cent ones at the library that are also really fun. So at least at our library they do. I don't know about yours, but I would highly recommend going to your library or getting a subscription to a magazine and just cutting out what you like. Just cut it out. But anyway, I'll just show you mine. So mine is right here by my dresser, and this is what it looks like. It's just one of those simple IKEA corkboards, and I don't love the like location that it's at. It's not a place that I'm like looking at all the time, but this is just where it is, and so I'm cool with it. So I just have a lot of things that make me happy, and I don't really like the bag here. That's just here temporarily. I just thought it was really cute, but this is what it looks like without the bag, which I like it way more like that. These are just all things that make me very happy. I like how they're arranged, but you do it according to your style. A great source on inspiration boards is actually, what's it called? Isaac Mizrahi, How to Have Style, and basically what he does throughout that book is it's about clothes, because obviously he's a clothes designer, fashion designer, whatever you want to call it, but he helps different women try to find their style based on different things, such as low budget, not to wear jeans all the time, stuff like that. Definitely check it out. It was like a really dynamic book, but he made each of the women that he was using in the book to make an inspiration board so that he could figure out what their style was, so he could pick out clothes for them. So cool. That's part of the reason that I made an inspiration board, and so highly recommend that. And then, so the second thing I wanted to talk about in this category is figuring out what style you like. So, just scroll around the internet, but obviously be careful, because, you know, some artists just draw some crazy things that I don't necessarily agree with. But, you know, there's a fine line between art and appreciating the natural beauty of things and then just drawing it because, hey, it's art, you can. Like, there's a fine line. But anywho, I don't know enough about that, so I'm not even going to open that can of worms. But, just look around and figure out Tumblr. Tumblr is really good. And figure out what kind of art style you like what kind of artists you want to emulate. YouTube. Okay, so sorry if you hear any background noises. That's just life. Anywho, though, I can't even remember what I was saying. I totally lost my train of thought. But right, style. So go on Tumblr. Find artists that you like. YouTubers are a really good source. Like, a couple YouTubers with a style that I really like are Delightful. She does doll customizing, but she is an amazing artist. And then also, Macaroon. She was also a graphic designer. And, I really like her style of art too. So just kind of figure out who you like and follow them, like on Instagram or Tumblr or YouTube, and just, you know, take as much as you can from them, because I learn a lot from them just when I watch their videos, and it's really inspiring. So that is my first step to becoming an artist. Find a style and find inspiration.